Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Easy here. So I'm going to be giving you guys a little preview. This is not a review. It's just more of a response to questions I've been getting asked about the Elgato Stream Deck Plus XL, and I kind of been procrastinating on making this video. So I'm actually just at the point of just making it for you guys because I'm just literally just getting asked questions about this literally all the time. So I'm not going to try to make this as long as possible. I'm not going to really show much of anything. I'm just going to talk as you guys see it on the screen that's in front of me. So the question I kept getting asked literally every other time is it worth purchasing? Is it worth buying? Should people buy this? And my answers completely towards this is no. I don't think the normal person should buy this because the simple fact is that it's expensive. Now, if this was marketed at $250, then I can say yes, buy this. But to be honest, it's really not worth. It's worth it, but it's not worth it for the price that's on hand. So if that makes sense, then you kind of understand exactly what I'm talking about. But to be honest, it's not really worth this if you're just planning on doing something. Like if you plan on streaming or doing something else, I suggest you go like basically with this and get a Stream Deck Plus or a regular Stream Deck or Stream Deck XL. That's what I suggest you guys get. But in my defense, I've said multiple times, due to the fact that I had to use the two that you already seen on my Stream Deck, my regular Stream Deck and my Stream Deck Plus, because I didn't have a lot of icon widgets basically to switch through stuff. I was using both of them at times. So when I wanted to do live streams and I would do my music and stuff like that for my intros, my outros, my I'll be right backs and all that other stuff, I had to use both Elgatos. And basically what happened is on this one right here, this particular button right here actually kind of like broke off, like the seal on it kind of broke off, because the simple fact is when I moved, I put it inside the box, and basically what happened is once I put it inside the box and moved and everything and set everything up, the button kind of like came off. So that was one of the things I was like, but I fixed it so it still works and all that stuff like that. But I always said that if Elgato's to make a bigger version of the Stream Deck Plus, I will buy it. I didn't think it was going to be $350. Well, $375. That was after tax and stuff like that. So I didn't think it was going to be that much, but I already said I was going to buy it. So in my needs, it's the reason why I need it. So if you see what's happening on the screen, I'm sorry if it may look blurry. I'm sorry about that. I should clean the lens. I'm not gonna stop the video like that just to clean the lens and stuff like that. It should be fine where it is. But as you can see currently right now, this is like literally the icons how I would have it if I was using my Stream Deck Plus. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So we have 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So just this little part right there was literally the Stream Deck right there. So we gotta remember that the buttons on here is a little bit smaller compared towards the Stream Deck Plus version. So it's just a little bit bigger. So if these icons or tabs, whatever you want to put, it was just a little bit bigger going towards the rows like that, and basically it'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. So basically the deck would be about right there. It's about right there. Then you got the extra rows and stuff like that. For my thing, so basically what's happening is I would like to, when I'm live streaming, I want to see what's happening right here or right here. I like to see my sub count like this, and also when I'm gaming, I want to see how much load that's on my GPU. I'm sorry, my CPU. I also want to check out my load on my GPU. This is the loads for my CPU. This is the loads for my GPU, and this is the temperature for my GPU. I also got my thing. So when I'm editing and I need to get some music for like when I'm doing music and stuff like that, I hit this button. It takes me straight to the YouTube Studio music page. This one brings me to my YouTube page like that. Then if I'm playing Call of Duty, I hit this button to kill the game instead of me closing it out automatically, which I'm going to be doing this for a bunch of the games so I can just kill out the games right away. I do have my knobs right here for different games. So all my games is inside these knobs right here. So every game I have is right here. I just find the game I want and just click on it. There we go. Time right there, because it is 12:37 tonight. But one of the issues that I was having when I want to stream was basically this. So I have two setups done, which I got to finish these tabs up in here. I still got to do a lot of the things right here that I didn't finish up, which I'm going to finish at a later time. So basically, I am going to move this so I can get an extra tile. I normally just do this so I can do this instead of actually swiping my finger across like that. Just use this to swipe over like that. But I basically made all this the same. I am testing wavelength. I am going to do a video about wavelength and some of the problems that's going on, which is wavelength 3.0. But you notice I have the wavelength settings right here. Then I have my stream one right here. So depending if I want to use wavelength, the only reason why I kind of like don't use wavelength is because the simple fact is that if you close out wavelength and stuff like that, you lose a lot of your sound, especially when you set up the routing forms for it. So if you have browser linked towards it and you close it out, you lose the access towards that, and that's something that I really don't like on it. So that's kind of like why I'm kind of like testing everything right now. But when I was streaming before, I always used this tab right here, which is this right here, and this controls all my audio for Steam like that. I'm sorry, not Steam, OBS. And I can control my values and stuff like that. I have this right here. Then I have a fader right here, which I control my audio with this. So this is my desktop. This is for Spotify. This is for my browser. This is for my main computer. So my desktop audio. So I can turn this down. So my audio to my speakers get turned down, but I can still hear everything through my headsets. Then I have the faders that's basically over there for the mixer, which goes into the other computers. So I do have another computer that's down there, and I have a computer right here, which is my Legion Go 2 Z2 Extreme with the eGPU right there. As you can see, I'm rocking with a 3060. I am going to be putting a 5070 or a 5070 Ti on it, or a 5060. I'm not completely sure what I'm going to put on it just yet. Just play games. But I'm playing games fine with that like that. But yeah, that's the reason why I'm using it, is because of simple fact like this. So basically the thing is, all these things that you see right here, I was basically using it with my Stream Deck. I'm sorry, my Stream Deck original one. So I would have to just change the pages. I would have to hit the button, change the page, so I can try to control OBS right here. Then when I needed to control my lights, I couldn't control my lights. So when I'm in the stream and my lights is basically dimmed, or I need to change the setting, I can just literally just hit this on the go and just turn everything on. As you can see, it's getting bright inside the house, my room right now, and I can just turn everything on just like that, just pressing the button. Or if I needed to turn on my key light, I just hit that, turn that on. You can see it just got really bright in here. As you can see, you guys see that right there. I just hit it like this, turn it on, or I just turn the knobs, dim it down, brighter. I'll just show you guys this real quick. As you can see, I got my audio here, audio there, my PC right there, audio. This is for the other computer. This is for my main system, for my audio, for my speakers. This is for the stream computer, for my second computer. This is for the in-game audio. This is the key light control, and this is basically my lumens right there. So you can see it like that. So let's actually turn that off like that. And we're gonna back out right there. Hit OBS basically like that. This is basically the start the recording if I'm in OBS. This is for NVIDIA Shadow Play, my FPS counter, kill the game, my YouTube subscribers, view how many people is on here. I have this set up for my microphone. This is for my Hollyland. So when I'm doing regular recordings and I need to use this right here, my lavalier mics, I can just connect it towards the side because I have a cord sitting right there, and put the cord on here and just talk regularly. And I do have filters, so basically if I hit this like that or hit that, stuff like that, it'll actually switch things over for muting the audio and stuff like that. As you can see right there, turn it red off, gets bright and off like that. Same thing on my microphone. If I turn my mic on, you notice this right now is on. You can see a little bit of the thing moving, so as you can see, that's moving up and down right there. Let's turn the mic back off. Or I can just hit that button, just mute my thing, but for more privacy, I just normally just hit it just to make sure that it's completely off. Yeah, but this is basically how I run mines, the way I got everything set up. Basically, you're like with this. And y'all notice the outro part right there. Then I have this part right here that pulls up my video and then the stream. So I no longer have to do that. Just hit my system, turn the volume up and down to the main system, browser settings, lock, microphone like that. So I can actually control this. So basically I can get the levels instead of me using the mixer levels right here to control it. I can just control my mic levels right here. Then I have my MSI afterburner right there. Do have my things like I had on here before, CPU, GPU, stuff like that. Then I go to the other side and it's just the same thing like I said before. Then I have these set up. I gotta finish doing this for my editing, like DaVinci. I do use this. I do have this like screenshots when I need to do complete screenshots, copy paste, dark, bright, sleep, calculator, Twitch, browser, OBS. This opens up wavelength right there. I do have all stuff set up like that, so I do have a couple of things. Play my music right here, control half of the stuff here. This is for my other parts, then switch left and right like that. I am going to move this because this seems like it's not doing nothing, so I got to just remove that. So yeah. Yeah guys, so that's basically why I have it. So if you guys are planning on getting this, I would just tell you, just think about it, think about it, because we talking about $350 plus tax, comes out to $375. That's the reason why I kind of like it, to have my sound fronts and stuff like this. So yeah, I'm gonna catch you guys later. That's it, and I'm out. Deuces, one, peace, I'm out. Holla. Oh, and I want you guys to know this before I actually let this video go. If you plan on buying this, as you can see these knobs right here, when you do buy it, make sure that you go and get your knobs. You get a pack of 8 on free. It's for anybody that purchased a Stream Deck Plus XL. It does come with free knobs. As you can see right here, I already put a few right here. I already took some apart out of here. So this is the new one right here. I got the blue ones. So I'm just going to tell you this. If you did not get yours, just call Elgato, email them, tell them you forgot to pick your free knobs and stuff like that, and they'll send it to you in the mail like that. I'm just going to show you guys one of them real quick. If I can get this open. Okay. It'd be a lot easier if I had my knife. I really didn't want to rip the bag though. Okay. I really didn't want to rip this. And there we go. The blue knob right there. You just pop it in. But right now I got the thing going on for black, blue. I'm going to order some new ones. So I'm going to get some pink ones. So it's going to be black, blue, pink. Just like my keyboard. If you guys see my keyboard right here. Black, blue, pink. This keyboard cost me a lot of money. This is literally a $600 keyboard. As you can see, by Glorious. Custom. Everything on here is custom. Like, it's heavy as hell. Custom parts right there. Bluetooth. Set up for Mac and PC. Keycaps is pink and blue. I'm in black. My cord right here is pink, blue, and black. Right there, as you can see right there. So, yeah. Yeah. So, if you order yours, make sure you get your free knobs. It's free. Don't have to worry about it. it's free of charge for every new order of the Stream Deck Plus. So take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. Can't talk right now. Take advantage of it while you got the chance to before you're not able to get it. All right, guys. It's your boy Easy, and I'm going to catch you guys later. That's it. And I'm out. Deuces. Mom.